Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunday Night Watch the Session. We are the lovely New York City sunset. Just kidding, it's not sunset, it's snowing slash raining, mix of everything. Hopefully, you guys can hear me well. Let's get this party started. All right, so we're going to cover some stocks, but before we do that, yes, sir, the ski mask is back, bro. My, what's it called? I gotta sit closer to the camera, or else I'll just keep getting. I doubt there's any ladies there. Oh yeah, I'll tell you that right now. There are no ladies. This this Photoshop thing sucks. I low-key don't like this Photoshop thing at all. I change it. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Even better. All right, so Monday tomorrow we don't have really anything. Monthly budget statement of November. Tuesday, Wednesday, big day. We got core inflation year over year. Previous was 6.3, consensus 6.1, forecast 6.2. Inflation year over year. CPI. Wednesday, obviously, we have the FOMC interest rate decisions, the Fed press conference. It's like, as everyone has been saying, the Super Bowl of the stock market. Now, I've heard some good things on Twitter. If you had a good year, stay out of it. You don't want to finish the year shitty, right? Don't get cocky. Don't try to double, triple your yearly profits or whatever. You had a good year. Sit back, relax, enjoy the madness. Get an okay year or okay month, whatever. Go light. But don't get crazy. Now, there are a lot of degenerates out there, which I do respect. At the same time, be careful. Careful. All right? Let's get this party started. The first stock we're going to look at is mRNA. Let's get rid of all these lines. All right. So mRNA, obviously, after a nice run up, tagging the 21 EMA on the daily, using this as a support. Great run up from the 171s all the way to 185. So we do have a resistance now at the 185.5 level. Kind of had a bull flag, just could not break yet, right? So could not break yet. So 185.5 is going to be a level to watch out for. If it can't break, probably we go tag back the 21 EMA. So that's just another target as well. I mean, we are at 177.35. The 8 EMA is at 178.61. So we're right below the 8 right now for now. If it does break below, I would expect it to hit around 174 ish as a support. Or again, we're above the 50. We're above the 200, so it is still a pretty good spot, but I am looking for that 185.5 break. What's up? A different ski mask for each day of the week. I actually got all my ski mask colors. I think I have red, lime green, green, black, camo. The camo I can't really breathe in, so that one might be pretty rough. But anyway, so that's mRNA 185. Now let's check the flow. Let's see what the flow has got. So on Friday, we actually been getting a lot of 205 calls, 270 calls, but again, these are 2020. So these 270 calls are 2025 orders. So I mean, I'll pay attention to them. I won't make an order based on them. I won't have a bias if I see them. but it's good to good to have, right? So you are still seeing people buying leaps on these companies and going long. There is some cross trades of 185 calls for 2023. But if you look at the 205 calls for 1216, 165,981 volume with nice ask volume into these contracts. So we will keep an eye on these. So the flow does seem like it is more bullish than bearish. There also was news about Amgen buying out Horizon Therapeutics. Now again, that probably won't even move mRNA. But if Amgen moves, if HZMP moves, XBI, the healthcare ETF, will move. So mRNA may have a reaction, but we'll see. A lot of comments. Puts, yeah. I mean, don't have one bias yet. You never know. You never know. Um, just play what the market shows you. Don't get too bearish. Don't get too bullish. Right. Yeah. We can do ZI as well. All right. Let's do cat. Cat. A lot of chatter out there. Going short. The time to go short was obviously at the high. I mean, you see multiple rejections here. The 239 level. Moving averages are pointing lower, right? I mean, if you have like a nice little trend line right here, right? Little support at around 226. Break below. There was an early resistance before cap broke out at around 221.77, right? The 21 EMA is around 229.1. We are below it. Moving averages are pointing lower as well. So that's something to note. We're below the 8. We're below the 21. Now, again, we're still way above the 50. We're still way above the 200 EMA. I mean, look at this run up, right? I mean, insane run up. So there is resistance actually perfectly at around 232.93. Previously, November 8th, we're seeing. So, to go long or short, I would say 225 support, 225.23 support. You got 232.93 resistance. I would like to see Cat reclaim the 8 EMA to go long, right? But right now the moving averages are pointing lower. Now let's see if there's any notable flow on Cat. So we do see the past couple of days there has been bearish flow coming in. So we got 225 puts on Friday that were bought for 35,000 on this order. Another 225 puts, so a total of 1,485 in volume. If you actually click on this order, pretty messy, but we do see that there's a lot more put volume. The call volume obviously makes sense because this thing has been this thing has ran up like crazy, right? There's 425,000 total in this contract. So again, bearish positioning based on flow. Are you planning on robbing a convenience store after you make your trend lines? There is a convenience store right below me, but I have to show respect to my apartment building. I don't want to get kicked out. I did get banned on Twitter for 15 hours on Friday. If you guys did not know that, I have no idea why. I did not say anything. I did not tweet anything bad. I just opened my Twitter and it said that I've been banned for 15 hours. Now there might be a guy out there that doesn't like my mask. I have gotten comments that I do like a ISIS leader or like a Nigerian Somalian pirate, some shit like that. I am literally Kodak Black of Flow. Flodak. Let's just keep that straight, right? I'm no robber. I like to rob the market. I like to rob Flow. I don't like to rob anyone else. Yeah, bro. They bugging for sure. They bugging. I got receipts, man. I got receipts. I appreciate all of you for joining. First of all, the Flow captain now. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Cat. Cat is wait, I didn't even show you guys the flow. I'm so sorry. I gotta use this. So yeah, we are seeing 225 puts being bought. Nice volume, good premium. So bearish positioning for sure, right? So we'll see where it goes. Again, that 225 level is key as support, and the 232.93 resistance is what I'm looking at. But moving averages seem like you can see some headwind. But anything can change, right? So this watch list could be good for tomorrow, right? Because there's no events going on. We're just gonna play how the market moves. But then Tuesday, Wednesday might be tough to create a watch list because it's gonna be wild, right? So I'm glad we're doing this watch list tonight for tomorrow's market, but I don't even think there's a point of having a Tuesday watch list or Monday night watch list as well. Okay, let's go to the next one. HD. I'm pretty sure HD, right, has a support of 318.84. Let's just get rid of this so we can start over. Right, so you can see that it's tagged along the 21 EMA as a support in a nice push. You have a resistance at around 324.66, hanging right below the 8 EMA, which is around 321.25. If it breaks below, where is our next support, which is probably around this wick right here, around 319. But I do like this support right here at 315.44. Right, so the 21 EMA is around 315.86. We do have the 50 almost crossing the 200 EMA. We're just gonna have to see this holds this trend line, right? So it's getting actually pretty tight, to be honest with you. We'll see. I mean, I would like to maybe see if it coils um throughout, right? Now again, this thing could consolidate for, but tomorrow's the 12th, so right here, then 13th. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I would probably wait, either breaks down or breaks above for positioning in HD. Now, we go to flow. What is flow telling us? We have some 2023 May puts for 265. So if we open these, nice ask volume, right? All ask, all put premium as well. So 273,000 in these orders. Only 394 volume. So something to keep an eye on to see if this volume increases as well as the open interest. We do have a cross trade of a buy to order, a 322.5, all for December 23rd. So a little short term bullish action and then longer term bearish action. So we'll have to see tomorrow morning live, see where HD flow is headed. So again, I think around 318 would be a nice low 318 would be a nice short on HD, and above 324.66 will be a good long. Spy straddle, yeah, we do actually in the Discord, we do actually have what's it called? A plan to straddle spy. I think it's better to have interactive brokers for this. You guys have it because that way you can with SPX you can get in and get out before market opens, right? You can get that 4 a.m., 5 a.m. move. But yeah, we probably have some sort of tactic going into the meeting as well. Next one, BA. There was news that NASA, I think, invested a couple billion or something to BA. So I'm sure it will make a move soon. Nice run up, obviously, from the lows, right? It's riding along the 8 EMA very nicely. Use as support, right? So BA did have some consolidation going on for quite some time. Finally broke out, pulled back this previous resistance, acting as new support, right? So below 178.53, we could probably get below to 174-ish. We do have a resistance around 183-ish 49. So above that, we can look to go long on VA. So yeah, this consolidation area is actually very nice how VA acted, right? So consolidated, held, broke out, testing again. So good spot. If it breaks below 178, we can head back into this range. And if it breaks below 171.49, oh, that's a whole nother story, right? We'll see how BA acts tomorrow. Then as far as flow, got some mixed orders. You got some 182.5 calls, 160 puts, 180. So this is what I call noise, right? This is not really telling me much. Right now, there were some FD, 172.5 puts, 220 calls on the 7th, 185 calls, 270 calls, 185 on the 8th. But this is kind of just like, it's not really telling me much, right? It's not making me bullish or bearish. I'm just gonna have to wait till tomorrow and see what comes out. Right? So this is not really telling me where BA could possibly go. Let's do AMD. AMD. We all know that I've been posting a crazy amount of AMD put flow. I mean, over 22 million-ish in premium, right? We saw that NVIDIA, on the other hand, was ripping the whole day, basically. Thursday and Friday, I believe. AMD was not participating at all. So that just shows complete weakness, right? So if you look here, we rejected 170, or no, sorry, not 171, 71.36, right, on the daily. We did hit that on Thursday, I believe, but rejected, right? Now, there is, got some dirty lines here, but there is a support, right? We tagged it here, tagged it here, tagged it here at 69.37. This candle is ugly, right? Now, I'm not going to enter short if the candle is not below, a full candle is not below, right? Because we have to see if it will make an attempt to push back up to the 71.36 resistance, or just might as well hold the 69.37. Now, if we break below 69.37-ish, I mean, it almost feels like it's like a free fall, right? Kind of in this area. Okay, so around 63, before we had that nice, the support here back in September. We held it here on November 11th. So if we break support, it almost feels like we can just fill this whole area back up again, right? We're below the 50, bearish. Below the 21, bearish. Below the 8, bearish. I mean, don't even think about the 200 EMA. We got a long way to go for that, right? I mean, if you guys caught AMD right here at 79, this is like the perfect double top, right? So again, we're below all the EMAs. Okay, the 50 EMA is at 70.67. So that is going to be your first major resistance if you want to go long, right? But again, it's below, it's, right on this support. And if we go on flow, you will see, actually another thing that caught my eye was Broadcom had good earnings, yet pushed all the other semiconductors, but not AMD. So we had some 68, or this is 12.9. So these are all expired. But we did have, obviously, the 65 puts were added. Okay, so around 5.3 million with 17,000 in open interest. We started getting 61 puts. We started getting, more 65 puts, obviously, and 68 puts are coming up for over 1 million, right? With 9,000 in volume. So if you look at the put premium total on AMD, it's 191.25 million to 26 million to calls. Okay. I mean, it's just been getting clobbered with puts. It didn't have any strength when SPY was pushing, when QQQ was pushing on Friday and Thursday. It would not budge, right? If we have a bad day in the market, I mean, AMD honestly looks like a very easy short. A very easy short. Just see some nice continuation right back down the 63 level. If we break down the the 63 level. We might even go down to the 50s, honestly. Honestly. So, again, I think we're going to the gulag. Yeah. The flow says it. I'm saying it. My boy Alliant is saying it. Everyone's saying it. All right. So that's AMD. Let's do KO. No, it's not sponsored by Coca-Cola because I'm drinking it. By the way, 0 sugar, 0 calories. So, KO, nasty, nasty daily candle. Had a nice run up. We had a support here around 63.24 on 12.15, 12.16, 12.17, almost 12.18. Not 18, I'm sorry, the 8th, the 7th, 6th, 5th. You guys know what I mean, right? So we had some consolidation in this range. Now the candle is a little bit below support, right? Now we are below the 8 EMA as well. As you guys can tell, I am an EMA trader. I really like EMAs on the longer term. Intraday I don't really use EMAs that much. 15-minute I'll use it, but not like the 3-minute or 5-minute. So again, if we break below this support, we have some resistance here, which is around 62.70-ish. I know that doesn't sound like a big move, but for Coke, 60, 70 cent moves will actually move your premium, even though it's a pretty low IV. But we do have a previous support acting as new resistance here. So around 62.58 would be a nice spot to fill if we do break below this support. And then the 21 EMA is around 62.33. So Coke, you could probably go long above 63.87. Maybe go right back to the 64 range. So those are the levels I'm looking at for Coke. And let's see if there's any notable flow. Yeah, nothing interesting on Coke. I mean, there's like a 63 put for 12, 16, 15,000. Yeah, pretty noisy. So nothing that I'm seeing. All right, let's do AA. Netflix. Yeah, I got 3 more. AA, Ford. We'll do Netflix and Amazon. And then maybe I can do ZI as well. Let me just quickly add that. So we'll do AA, Ford, Amazon, Netflix, and ZI. All right, so AA, nasty, nasty candle, tapped right on the 50 EMA. We break below that. We have a nice previous resistance here at around 43.52. So if AA goes below the 50 EMA, 43 will be my target. You just go probably back in this range. Moving averages are starting to point lower as well, so it's not looking good. Now resistance probably be around 46.56, but 46.66 I like. Or that is the 21 EMA acting as a resistance. So we'll have to see how this moves on tomorrow. But yeah, 50 EMA is literally acting as a resistance. Will it bounce or will we break through? Last time we saw it, it held the 50 here, held the 50 here, pushed higher, but then broke below. And then on October 26th, it was acting as a resistance and could not break above and pushed lower. So this will be a great opportunity to see if AA can bounce or if it will continue to go lower. Now, if you go on the flow, you got some notable put buyers, the 45 puts for April. We got 667,000 total with over 1,000 in volume. So this is good. This is a good flow, and I would like to see if there's any continuation into these. So they are targeting, a bearish movement on AA. So again, I would like to see if this could either bounce on the 50 or break below. And if it breaks below, 43 will be your first target. Okay. Let's do Ford. Ford is interesting. See all this. I haven't created Ford file. So again, we have a support, honestly, right, basically 13. 13 is going to be like a psychological number for Ford, right? Seems like it's on thin ice. Okay, we're below all the moving averages, pointing lower, and then we have some support here at around 12.74. So if we break below 13, this will be an area to fill. So this area right here, right? And then to go long, the 8 EMA is around 13.4. The 50 EMA is 13.48. So I do like, actually, the 50 EMA lines up perfectly with this previous candle that we broke above, around 13.47. So to go long on Ford around 13.47, break above, below 13.03 or 13 itself, it's a good short. I think it'll fill this gap, the 12.74 range. Now let's see if there's any notable flow. We do have some 10 puts that were being bought. Now these are multi-leg, so I have to see what they're gonna do with these tomorrow. But it seems very. We got, yeah. See, so no side volume. This flow is kind of irrelevant. We'll have to see what happens on Monday or tomorrow. So I mean, there are some puts, but really no side, not an ask, not a bid, not just right in the middle. Okay, the Amazon. Yeah, Amazon looks pretty dirty. Pretty dirty. I mean, if you go on the weekly chart, right? You have a support here, 88.06, right? 88.06 will probably, if we break below 88.06, I mean, we're gonna go lower. I mean, it's probably gonna hit the lows of the 81. What is this? This is like COVID. Oh my god. Yeah, so bad report. Flip the chart. Yeah, seriously. I know. Yeah, 88 is going to be your level. Break below 88. We can see 81 fast. The market, has, consecutive down days. It might be a hard sell off. Now we do, if you go back on the daily chart, we do have, a bounce here, right, at the support. So a resistance would probably around 91, 91.15, right? So we're still in this like little range here, consolidation. So break below 88. While you go to the lows before 87 and then the lows of 85. Above 91, there is some notable resistance around this 8 EMA resistance at 94.67. So again, we have to see the 91 level and the 88 level. But yeah, it just honestly it does kind of not like completely any mini bear flag. I mean, like barely. Like it's not like set in stone. But it doesn't look good. It honestly does not look good. But this can all change Tuesday, Wednesday. What if we rip? Like, what if we rip, to the upside, right? If a lot of people are bearish, who knows, right? So we'll see. All right, Netflix. Yes, is just showing me 39.59. Remember, they roll their contracts. You guys gotta remember that, right? They rolled the contracts. Netflix. Okay, look at that. Perfect rejection on 330, right? Support here before earnings. Okay, let's 320, what, 329, 330, like, so support here, resistance, right? Old support acting now as new resistance. Okay, there is a gap to fill at around 313, right? This resistance right here. So this does not look like too good of a chart, right? We have a nice little gap to fill around 313, but again, if we do have a good report and Netflix has been showing a lot of strength, right? They're showing a lot of strength. Okay, if we have a good report, Netflix has all this space to fill, right? Now, the first spot we want to look at is around here. This resistance at around 351. Yeah, that sounds pretty. We can actually do this support at around 340. Right? So you break this resistance in that previous support, 340 will be a spot to look for, right? It's been showing a lot of strength of all the EMAs, right? Which is pretty rare in this market. It can get interesting, but so right now it's kind of in no man's land. So we have to see what it's gonna do, um, tomorrow. Right now, above 323 could get interesting because that's a resistance on the daily. So however Netflix responds tomorrow, we'll see. Let's check the flow. Netflix has, I remember, is getting nice little. The 355 calls were actually getting bought for 1230, 335s, 362s, and you have some 320 puts. So this is kind of noisy for me, right? Puts, calls. But again, they are tagging the 335s, the 355s, but they are also tagging the 310 puts, 320 puts. So right now the flow is a bit messy, right? So tomorrow would be a better idea to see where it could possibly go based on flow. Last but not least, ZI. ZI has a resistance, perfect resistance at 29.59. Okay, so it's been consolidating in this range of 29.59 and 27.82. Okay, so below 27.82, nice break, and you could probably head down to this support around 26.12. Breaks above, well, you got a nice little resistance here. You first want to see it break the 21 EMA, which is around 29.69. And then you got a resistance at 31.28 as your possible next target. So this is actually a nice range. I will definitely keep my eye on this. It's holding right above the 8 EMA. Let's see if the 21 EMA will be a resistance or a nice push for the bulls. And let's see if there's any flow. And there is nothing that pops up on my filters. I mean, if you look on top chains by volume, they are. This is all bid side, irrelevant for me. Ask barely, yeah. So nothing much on ZI flow. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our watch list for tonight. I wish you guys all the best this week. It's gonna be hectic. Yeah, Lucid had a crazy spike at right before close. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Lucid and what's it called? Lucid and Rivian, those two, they haven't proven anything. Let's be real here. They have not proven anything. Lucid for sure has not proven anything. I don't know why that stock even has one green candle. It's like Carvana, man. No, what like these are gulag stocks, bro. Peloton. Yeah, you see these rippers. What's it called? Some days, Carvana up 40%, 30%. Those guys who buy at that price, I mean, bless your soul. Bless your soul. Yeah, GE honestly looks really bad. GE below 681 34. Bye bye. Did I go over TSM? I did not. I will do TSM. Oh, that's the last one I will do. TSM, we do have a support of 78.76 that held perfectly. We do have a resistance around 82.33, holding above the 8 EMA. So it's in this kind of consolidation um, area. So we'll have to see where it lands tomorrow. If it breaks above 82.33, I'd expect it to push higher, even though it has trouble at this 83 level. So 83, like literally on the dot. Right, so TSM is kind of in that consolidation pattern. Nothing on flow either, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, no, I appreciate all of you guys joining. I will be doing this every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will be live from market open to market close, Monday through Friday, going through flow. And that will do it for tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and best of luck.